Hi guys, today I'm here to do a little bit of a rant review, I guess, of Bag of Bones by Stephen King. It will be spoiler free and with some minor spoilers. This is a lot, but basically I guess I'll start off by telling you the premise of it. And it's kind of convoluted a little bit. Oh, and this was my least favorite King book that I remember reading ever. So it's kind of sad, and it was very long, especially when you're not really digging a King book. It felt like an eternity for me to read this. But anyways, so this is about a widowed writer. His wife dies suddenly, and then for 4 years after her death, he can no longer write anymore. And he keeps having these very vivid dreams of their vacation house, summer house, or whatever, which is in TR60 in Castle County. I don't know why it couldn't have been in Castle Rock. I don't know. But basically he gets there and immediately he's hearing disembodied children crying, and there's that spooky element to it. And then he bumps into a 20-year-old woman with her 3-year-old daughter, and he falls in love with them immediately, both of them. But there's this, she has a father-in-law who is trying to do anything in his power to get custody of the 3-year-old. But also he keeps being visited by his wife's ghost, who's trying to kind of guide him about Sarah Laughs, or Sarah Tidwell is the real name actually of this woman. But their summer house is named after Sarah Laughs, who was a blues singer, I believe, from the 20s that lived there. And so there's that ghost story aspect. So you have to figure out why the ghost is haunting, but also he has to help this woman, this 20-year-old, keep her child. Cool. I think that's pretty much the overall premise. Oh, and the whole time he's actually writing, but he's having very crazy dreams, and he's hearing ghosts, and he does this mild spoiler warning right now, very mild, and it happens at the beginning. But the fridge has the alphabet on it, and he comes around and it will say like hello, or hi, and he communicates that way, I guess with the other child ghost that's in the house. And I just kept thinking, wow, that's like Dr. Sleep with the chalkboard. But anyways, I digress. I will talk about what I did like about this. I did like the beginning of it, when he's describing becoming a widow. I think the grief in this is good. King always writes good grief. It seems very relatable. Also, King has a way of talking to you like you guys are best friends. Like, hey, what's up? This is what's going on with me. And you know so-and-so, and all of the references in this. He references Rebecca a lot in this, which is, I really liked the movie with Vincent Price, and I also read the book, but of course Vincent Price just brings it in that movie. And there's some Rebecca vibes in this, maybe like kind of a retelling in the haunted house way, and grieving a loved one or your partner. And I loved the ghost story stuff in this, like when he starts hearing the voices and the laughs and the dreams. King does that so good. What I did not like, which is a big middle chunk of this book, is the freaking legal stuff about getting custody battles, I guess is the right term. It turned into a John Grisham novel. I feel like there's a whole John Grisham. Is that the He wrote The Firm or something, which he even references it in here. Like, hey, is this The Firm or something? Yes, King. You just wrote a legal thriller inside of a ghost story book. Okay. I did not like that aspect of it, and that is why I did rate it 2 stars. It just kept going on and on and on, and then also the way the townspeople started to act towards Mike for even helping this, her name's Maddie, for helping Maddie in it. I also was like, are you kidding me right now? Because they were all racist or something, and I was like, what? You guys were cool 5 seconds ago. It was just, it was kind of, that whole thing was kind of a hot mess, but I get why it happens for the ending, but I was still like, what in the world am I reading right now? But basically getting into the spoiler aspect of it, so in the spoiler, going from the beginning, something that I didn't like as well is that King jerks you around in this. Like, he's like, how Joe dies, how they explain it. He explains this horrible car accident, and you're like, okay, she's dead in the car accident. Okay, she was in the car. No, she was at the pharmacy at, like, the little shop across the street getting something, and she was running to go help people and has a random brain aneurysm and dies in the parking lot. I was like, King, that was just stupid. But I guess he did that too for another purpose. I don't know. But so basically, Joe, Mike's wife, the ghost of her, helps him, I guess, solve why their summer home was haunted with Sarah Tidwell's ghost. And yeah, it's a hate crime, a horrible crime done back in the 1920s. And basically the ghost has been controlling somehow the ancestors of the men who committed the original crime she's been killing their children. But it's only the children names start with a K. And Maddie is somehow related to, and her daughter is Kira. And it's a little convoluted, but it makes sense, I guess. It makes sense. The ending is so like, oh, Mike's trying to get custody of Kira, and he's single, and Maddie dies, of course. But it's like, what? I could have just done without the whole convoluted, the ghost seeking revenge through ancestry and killing kids. I could have done a little without that, and just her kind of fucking up people, like, coming into the house. That would have been cool. It would have been more simple, I think, and then keeping out the whole the firm is in here. No, the whole freaking legal system stuff, and explaining this eccentric elderly millionaire guy who was crazy, and I just didn't need that. In this book. But if you guys, if you're into this stuff, if you're into ghost stories and legal thrillers, then it's been done. Stephen King did it in 1999. And yeah, I just wanted to keep this very, very short because I could probably talk about this forever. Of other stuff I didn't like in it. There is more stuff I actually did not care for in this. But yeah, you guys have a great day and read some King, I guess. Not this King. You can read any of these Kings. Good. Bye.